evening everyone and welcome to the Chrissy B Show. Now life is about making the most out of what you have and grabbing opportunities that come your way, right? But I would also say making opportunities too. Now sometimes you only get one shot to prove yourself, so why do so many of us buckle under pressure or even worse, lose the confidence to even try again? Well, tonight we have a jam-packed show. We have previous X Factor contestant Nick D here to tell us about his experiences on the show and how he had to let go of a big opportunity but believes it was the best move. He'll also be singing for us later, and we'll also have, do you remember last year's Britain's Got Talent semi-finalists, the Zimmers? Well, they're here to prove that you can do anything no matter your age, and they will also be giving us an exclusive performance towards, or actually after this break, right? After the first break. And also we have the UK's leading entertainment mentor and vocal coach, CC Sammy, who'll be joining us by Skype to offer great advice for all budding music artists. But first of all, let's introduce the lovely Bianca.
Hello.
Hi, sweetie.
Chris. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm excited about today's show. We've got so many people over there.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward. I'm really looking forward to both performances. They're both amazing, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we heard them practicing before.
We did.
Now, before we get to the news, we've got a few news stories for us.
Yes.
We do have, because it's Wednesdays, you know, I always do a challenge and we show you the challenge every Wednesday. And this was one that I was very apprehensive about before I did it. Almost cancelled, didn't I?
Yeah.
But you managed to persuade me to do it.
We did, yes. And you were glad, were you, Chris?
I'm glad I did because I did much better than what I thought. So let's take a look at this challenge that I did. Hi everyone, I'm here today with Graham from Right Gear Motorcycle Training, and this is my next challenge to ride a motorbike. So I've been a bit nervous about this, but I think I'm going to do all right. What do you reckon, Graham?
I think you'll be absolutely fine.
Now, you've been actually training for how long?
Nearly 18 years.
Okay, so I think I'm in safe hands. And what can we expect from today?
Starts with some theory to start with. Talk about clothing and safety element. We then go out to the bike and give you a talk around the bike so you're familiar with how the bike works. And then gradually we get you riding. So pulling away, stopping, going slightly faster, and then work on the control. A few breaks in between, it's, you know, take it easy. Stop for lunch, have some more theory, and then hopefully out on road.
Wow, out on the road. Okay, so let's get going.
Okay, there you go. Try this one on. There you go. Probably feel quite heavy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is that okay? Yeah, long enough in the arm, that fits you well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at where you want to go, that's it. That's good. You've got a nice distance from the bike, leant over. Yeah, that's good. You're confident with that bike already. Would you like to take a seat? Hold the front brake in, hold the front brake, and put your legs through there. You can do it the hard way and put it over the back if you like, or you can take a seat that way. There you go. There you go. So, check both mirrors, both shoulders, and away you go. She's very good, you know. She's natural at it. It's really good. You're whizzing now. That's good. Feel comfortable with the bike? Yeah? Good. Couple more.
Alrighty, so we're just having a break and having a cuppa. I'm actually really enjoying it. And Graham, I have to confess something to you. I almost cancelled because I was so scared to come today.
No, you wouldn't be alone. I think lots of people phone up and have a little chat. Ask about directions, and you can tell they're just sanding you out about cancelling. So it happens a lot. People don't, thankfully not many people do cancel. And once they get here, you tend to enjoy yourself. So
now we're going to do a couple more exercises and then out on the open road.
And then after a quick chat, out on road. But yeah,
so I'm looking forward to it.
You're definitely ready. It'll be good.
Let's go.
That's good. So away we go. Bit quicker, a little bit quicker. That's it, and then round we go, round we go, round we go. Nice and gentle, round we go. Oh, wrong side of the road, wrong side of the road. I thought you said you drove past. It's easier, isn't it? Cut the corner, move left a bit, move left. You
the right. Come on. There you go, and indicator off. Steady, steady on the power. So into the right lane, you're on the white line in the middle. Oops, oops. Own lane, Chrissy, own lane. Right, at that roundabout it was 2 lanes, yeah, and you were in the middle of the 2. You weren't in the left or the right, yeah. Should have been a bit more central in the right lane, but that was okay, it's the only one. Let's go then, let's go a bit quicker. Slow down a bit, slow down, turn it left, 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 left. You little Speedy Gonzales.
So something that I really thought I'd be rubbish at turned out really well. I was so excited about it. I was so proud of myself.
So what can you do now with that certificate, Chris?
I can ride a moped, not motorcycle, moped for 2 years with the L plates, and then if I want I can renew it or apply for the proper licence. But I'm good to go now, so it was really good.
So you're going to take me on a trip then?
I don't think we're allowed to put anyone on it. Oh, we could try. I'll have to ask Graham about that.
Just hide me on the back.
Thanks very much, Graham. You were a great trainer. He was brilliant.
You were good actually, Chris. You did well.
I enjoyed it, yeah. We'll go next time.
I know, I'll do it next time.
Anyway, trust the news.
Okay, so who says you're too old for extreme sports? Skydiving granny takes the plunge this week, who aged 90-year-old Ausbach and her 80-year-old husband Asger from Denmark went skydiving for the first time thanks to a gift from their son. It's very brave. There's some photos there as well.
Well, does Zimmers do that?
Would you do it, Zimmers?
No, they say no.
Go quiet on her.
She would. All right, we'll find out afterwards.
We'll find out after. And also, my worst nightmare happened this week to someone. I know.
What?
So this might put you off of going to the toilet forever. A snake bit a man's bottom in a private area while he was on the toilet in Israel.
Oh my gosh.
So he noticed the snake was attacking him after he felt burning around his bottom. And he said that he looked down and saw a small serpent coming out of the toilet. Luckily, it was non-venomous, and the unnamed 35-year-old was unharmed and was able to joke about it afterwards. And paramedics say this is the first time I've ever seen a snake bite like this.
He'll probably hover for the rest of his life, and I'm never going to sit down.
He's checking down.
There's a mirror there, just checking.
The thing is, after I read that story, I was checking every time I was going to the toilet, because I'm always funny about that anyway. I always imagine like spiders or something funny coming out of the toilet.
Yeah,
so
you're watching too many horror movies.
I know. So I always, now that I've read that story, I'm even more.
Oh, that's horrible.
Can you imagine that, Chris?
God,
He didn't notice until he felt
it.
like burning. Like, can you? I would probably faint or something. What would you? It's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, he managed to laugh about it afterwards. And a new giant rubber lips apparently make you look younger. The Japan Trend Shop have invented a new device which looks like a large pair of rubber lips, which is supposed to make you look younger without the need for surgery to give you a daily facelift. So the rubber needs to be placed in the mouth, and the user then has to make vowel sounds for 3 minutes every day in order to work its magic. So Chris, would you do that if it did work though? Would you do it? Because I would. No, seriously.
But it looks.
So do it in your bedroom or in the bathroom when no one can see. A-E-I-O-U. And apparently,
not my thing.
It's not your thing.
No.
But yeah, so apparently how it works, it places extra weight on the facial muscles, giving you a daily facelift. I don't think it works, to be honest. Like,
it just looks painful to do that anyway.
It does look painful. I don't know if it will work or not, but apparently they say it does. And this week, a slug was found inside a Burger King chicken burger in Durham. So the slug apparently arrived in a bag of pre-washed salad. And you can see it there. It's tiny.
That happened to me once.
Really?
I found I think it was a little tiny slug.
Yeah.
I was having a salad at a certain restaurant. And yeah, I told them they just gave me vouchers for a free meal.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it put you off? Did you go back?
No, it didn't put me off. It was just on the salad, so I got a free meal out of it.
Was it big or was it a little?
It was only a little
one?
tiny thing, but
because that one
but
in
still
the
I
picture,
complained because they're supposed to check, even though like they said like the salads come pre-washed and whatever.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd complain and get some vouchers anyways, and I did, and I got a free meal.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And
I didn't plant it there. It was definitely there before.
Oh, you didn't plant it?
Yeah,
Chris?
no,
Oh, okay.
it was definitely
that
there
sounds
before.
a little bit suspicious, doesn't it? Because you mentioned it. You know what? My nan actually, she went to a supermarket, and we bought.
We have to be so careful what we say. A supermarket.
I was about
Not
to say it. And we bought some mayonnaise, and I won't say which brand. And she opened it up, and there was a huge slug on the top of it.
God.
This was years ago, and I remember just being. I wasn't put off though by mayonnaise. I love mayo so much. I
Yeah.
put it on everything, but she didn't even complain. She just like. don't know what happened to her, but she just put it in the bin, just left it. I know.
I always complain if I see things like that.
I do, I'm quite a complainer as well.
I fight for my rights. They're going to signal for us afterwards. We've got 1 minute left, Bianca. Have you got one more story we can fit in?
Yes, so one more. So a mum was fined this week by McDonald's. It wasn't Burger King this time, it was McDonald's. And this is a hilarious story. So Christine went to take her daughter Olivia for a McFlurry, as you do on a Sunday, in McDonald's in Manchester. But normally you take the car or you go by foot and you walk into the store. And they went with a pony. So the daughter was on this pony, and McDonald's staff turned them away and jokingly said, they went through the drive-through at first, and they said, you can't go through the drive-through, but you can come into the store. So they were saying it as a joke. So they did. They actually took it literally. The mum said, off you go then, to her daughter Olivia, go inside and get us a McFlurry. So as she went, trotted off with the pony, went in the store, and as you can imagine, the pony did its business in the shop.
Oh, lovely. Oh, I've got a picture of it. Oh, do we have to show the picture? All right. And on that note, we have to go to a break. Thank you very much, Bianca.
You're welcome.
Stay with us, because after the break, we're going to be joined by the wonderful Zimmers, and they're going to be talking to us and also performing for us. So I can't wait. So do join us after this.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, today's show is all about how to grab opportunities. So let's introduce our next guest, last year's Britain's Got Talent semi-finalist, the Zimmers. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Now, you're all a bit quiet now. You were noisy before. You acting all shy on us here. All right, can you introduce yourselves quickly?
I'm Grace.
Dolores.
Maura. Aneta.
Sylvia. Rita.
Okay, I will not remember all of that, I'm afraid. I'm really bad remembering names. But never mind, let's interview you. I want to hear all about the Zimmers. Well, how did it all start, first of all? Who wants to tell me?
Quickly, it was local bingo hall was closing down, and myself and my sisters, and we decided to do something about it. We got the press.
Your sister?
My sister Sylvie, Netta.
Oh, nice.
And I decided I was going to get London's not involved. They came along, and it all started from there. The BBC came along, and Tim Samuels came along, and said he wanted us to do a programme called Power to the People, and that was like letting people know that because when you get older you don't have to sit around and do nothing. So a good few months of doing a bit of television, and then we ended up going on doing, he said at the end of it we would do a song called My Generation.
Right.
And that's how it all started, with local bingo hall closing down and getting all that. And
how did you go about choosing members to be?
Well, Tim Samuels did that. He went round to all different places, picked so many from somewhere. Then he went round to Grace, where Grace is, and picked the singers from there, and all different places in England, and brought them all together.
Yeah.
And that's how it all happened. Nobody knew each other.
Oh, well, you look like great friends, Grace.
We are.
Yes.
Not really.
Sometimes. There we are.
Grace, tell us, what's the best thing about being in the Zimmers? What do you love about it?
The best thing about being in the Zimmers, like when you're old, people think that you're finished, but all these Zimmers, they're so friendly. We're like one big family.
Yeah,
one big
I can see, it's lovely.
Yeah, we get on so well together.
Yeah. Now, how did you end up on Britain's Got Talent? Who wants to tell us about that? Can you tell us? Britain's Got Talent.
How I got on?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my sister, at first, I wasn't there with them in the beginning. And then I was a bit down and a bit depressed, you know, certain things had happened in the family.
Okay.
And anyhow, she said, why don't you come and join us, you know? So we asked the manager at the time, and he said, yes, fine, come along. And that's how I joined.
So that's a really important thing that you're saying there, because when people go through difficulties or problems, or like you said, you're a bit depressed, people tend to kind of want to stay home, they don't want to do anything, they just want to mope around, they want to grieve, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
But I think it's very important to start getting out there and doing something, because the more you stay at home by yourself and thinking about the problems and stuff, that's when you get even deeper into them. So it's really good that you actually got up and you did something.
I mean, the difference, I mean, I was tearful, I was not wanting to go out, not wanting to see anybody, and it really has changed my life now. My outlook's completely different. Every time there's something now, I'm all excited, and it gives you an incentive to get yourself all dressed and ready to go out. Whereas
it's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't bother otherwise. You just stay at home and wear the same old thing all the time.
What do you think, Moira?
Well, I feel that when we got on Britain's Got Talent, one of the chaps sent in a recording, and I believe it was my dear friends Fight for Your Right, and they liked it, and it went from there. We did record a song that we weren't very happy about initially, but it went down pretty well, I think, on the show.
Yeah, it did.
So,
I remember.
Yeah.
It's not that, in it. We've made such a lot of friends. We're friends we didn't even have or know before. And if we get a bit down, we could phone up Grace or phone up Moira, or we email each other. It's like, you just because you go home when we finish here, we're not free. We go home, we carry on chatting, emailing.
But there's actually is it 19 of you?
About 19.
About 19, because you're the ones based in London, so we couldn't bring it. We would have brought everyone on, but obviously we couldn't fit everyone on the sofa.
Doesn't. Moira lives in New Malden.
Oh, okay, so you travelled a bit.
We've even learned the internet since we've been in the Zimmers.
Yeah, I've learned the internet.
Yeah.
Who's been tweeting? Do you have someone who says one of you?
It might have been Dolores.
Oh, because I keep messing about my iPad now. And I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. And I've gone on this horoscope.
No, you've done really well. You've done really well. Well, someone has been tweeting from the Zimmers.
Oh, no.
Well, that's great that you're using the social media and everything. But tell us, what was Britain's Got Talent like? Was you nervous that first performance that you did? What were you feeling?
Excited more.
More excited.
And it was brilliant. One of the best experiences we can honestly say.
Yeah, it was great.
Who were the judges at the time? I can't remember.
Amanda, Alicia, David and Simon.
Okay.
No, we had that American girl the first time.
Oh yeah, but that's the first time.
Amanda was having maternity leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was the American girl?
What was her name?
Simon Spencer.
I don't remember.
No.
Anyway, we can look up.
Beginning with A, I think her name was. I'm not sure.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So now sometimes there's people that I see that go on X Factor and on Britain's Got Talent, and they say, oh, this is my last opportunity, and they're like sort of 25, 30, and they think it's their last opportunity, that they're getting a bit old, and if they don't make it there and then, that's it for them. What would you say to that?
No,
don't give up.
Never give up.
It's lined over matter. You don't matter how old you are, you can do anything if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, I mean, we've even been to Hollywood.
Have you? Oh, tell us about that.
Yes, we've been to Los Angeles.
Yes.
Los Angeles.
Wow.
Los Angeles, yeah.
How often did you travel then?
Well, whenever we sort of get these gigs, we're in Germany 3 times, Ireland, one show,
Berlin.
Quite a lot. Berlin, yeah.
And just before you perform, what do your families think about what you're doing?
So proud.
Yeah, proud of it.
They're proud of us.
Our grandchildren.
I'm proud of you.
Our grandchildren.
The only thing I'm sorry about is my mum and dad never got to see any of it.
Oh.
Because we think to ourselves, I wish they were alive to just see what we are doing at our age.
Yeah.
That's right, because when you're getting old, people think that you're finished. But it seems,
obviously
it's
not.
entirely up to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to feel that way, it's silly, isn't it? Just get up and do it. You can do it if you try.
Right.
Yeah, because before that, we was literally sitting at home watching television,
Really?
doing nothing.
Nothing.
Before we came to the Zimmers, we were them people, but we're not no more.
And all your aches and pains, and you sitting at home.
You
forget
forget
about
about them. Yes, you forget about them.
Well, I want to see you move right now, okay? Because you're going to perform for us. I saw them rehearsing; they were dancing away. So, do you want to get ready for the performance?
Yes.
You can just look across here.
Okay.
So hope you need help.
We can get up.
Get me up.
The sofas are a bit deep.
Get up.
Okie dokie. Alrighty.
No, just help me. Thank you, Robbie.
Alrighty. So they're just going to put their wigs on too.
Oh, really good.
All right. You can wear your glasses, no problem.
Don't need your glasses.
So they're going to be performing for us then, and after the break we're going to be joined by Nick D, who was on X Factor, of course, and he's going to be telling us about, he can walk across, he's going to be telling us about his experiences on the show and why he gave up on a big opportunity. Why he made the right decision, he says. Okay, ladies, are we ready? Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Let's hit the music.
Where are we? 16, remember? Right, where's Grace going? You've got to get in. Yeah, Grace, come here, Grace. You see it?
Kick it.
Some kind of jerk. You gotta fight for your right to party. Your pops called you smoking man, you said no way. That hypocrite smokes 2 packs a day.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back. Well, I hope you enjoyed the performance by the Zimmers. I certainly did, and I'm actually feeling quite hot and bothered now, but it was really good. So they said it was really, really good. Well, now I have previous X Factor contestant Nick D with me to talk about his experiences on the hit show. Hi, Nick. Welcome to the show. Good. Right. What did you think of the Zimmers?
Oh, they're wicked, man. They're wicked. No, I like them.
I
They've
know
got a lot of energy.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
I really hope I've got the same energy at their age, but I'm going to keep active.
Yeah.
I might join them afterwards. Too young. I'm too young. All right, then maybe a bit later then. All right, so Nick, tell us about yourself. When did your love for music start?
It started from a young age. From as young as I can remember, I've always been singing. My sister sings as well, so we used to sing together and stuff. Okay. And yeah, I just always had a love for like Motown, soul music and stuff like that. So yeah.
Did you know, like, from a very young age, that's what you wanted to go into, or did you have other sort of dreams and stuff?
No,
too?
That's always been the one. Even the other day, I found one of my old school books from like year 5 or year 6, and you had to write in it at the front, like, what do you want to be when you get older?
Yeah.
And I put, I want to be a singer. So, and when I was in primary school, I used to always perform at playtime, and then there was a little stage when I went to secondary and my voice was breaking and that I kind of didn't sing in public as much. Okay. Like I used to sing at home still. I used to turn the music up loud so I couldn't be heard over it and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I always knew music was the one for me.
What have you tried to do to break into the industry before? What paths had you gone down?
Before the X Factor?
Yeah.
Before the X Factor, I only really done one other competition called UK Unsigned. And I got to the finals of that, but that clashed with X Factor at the time. Yeah, so...
is that really like, oh my God, what do I do? This is really...
Kind of, but obviously I knew X Factor was the broader platform, and that was like the major one that I sent off for. So yeah. That's it really. Before that I was in school, I just finished my A-levels, and then when I finished my A-levels I went straight into the X Factor.
So you still sort of went through your education and stuff, you didn't sort of give everything up?
Yeah, up to sixth form. I didn't go beyond that, I didn't go university or anything like that.
Okay.
I just went straight into the TV show.
So tell us about the X Factor now, what was that like? It must have been so nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it was eye-opening. Like, it's weird, at the time when I was doing it, it's like I was just in the zone. Like, I weren't really thinking like, oh, right now I'm performing and thousands or millions or whatever is watching me right now.
How can you not feel it though? It's like,
I don't know, like I think that's just because the sort of person I wasn't at the very beginning. I was very passionate about the show because I was very naive to the show. I didn't know what it was about. I was only 17, 18, like, and like I said, I just come straight out of school. I hadn't really done no gigging or nothing like that. So this was my first major gig, and I went into it. And at the beginning, I'm thinking it's a genuine TV show and whatnot. So I was very naive to the situation. But then, as time went on, certain things started to change, and my whole like perception of the show kind of changed, and my passion died out for the show. And literally kind of died out. Like, you can see at the beginning I had a very like fire burning in my eyes, and I was on it but after a while.
Why did it die out? You want to say?
Just because of like all like the politics of the show and stuff, and like I said, I was very naive, so I thought it was a genuine competition where they're looking literally for the best singer or whatever. And as the weeks go on, I'm a sort of person that I only really like to do what I want to do. Like, and I don't really like to get forced into certain things that doesn't feel like it's me.
It wasn't natural for you.
Because even at that young age, I still had a strong mind of how I wanted to be portrayed, what style of music I wanted to do.
Which is really great to, you know, because sometimes people are taken advantage of, aren't they? Especially when they're young and they really want to break into things, and they just do whatever anyone tells them to do, but you kept true to yourself. In that
and that was my biggest fear, is getting like manipulated and stuff. And they say certain stuff like behind the scenes that kind of froze your mind frame and stuff. So I'm the sort of person, I can't put on a front. If I'm down, I'm down. And there'll be times like before, on a Saturday night before I go out, I'd be backstage and thinking, all right, come on, like, Nick, let's do this. Like, let's just go out there.
Really hard.
But I couldn't get that fire back from the first couple of weeks. From the beginning and all of that. Because really,
you got really far though, didn't you, with the
further than I had even planned. Because like I said, I was naive to the whole thing. It was only second series that I'd done. So I didn't really know about the show. I didn't know what it involved. And my plan, it was only because I watched the first series and I used to give it the big one at home, saying, oh, I could be on that stage, I could do what he's doing. So it was kind of like a self-challenge, can I make it to the stage? And once I got to live shows, I hadn't really planned past that step, so I didn't know what I was in for. I didn't know how big it was going to be. I didn't know that I would like later on go Tesco's and get mobbed, or go other supermarkets,
That must have been really... Well, you can say that, don't worry. If we're saying bad things, we're not allowed to say.
It was just, and at the beginning, the fame wasn't really something that I wanted, because I kind of keep myself to myself when I'm out and about, and the fame...
You seem grounded from what I've seen of you so far, very down to earth, very grounded, which is great.
And the fame did kind of throw me back as well, and all I knew is I just wanted to sing and do music, but I knew that I needed to grow, so it was just a test. I just wanted to do it, see if I can make a career out of it, and then take time out to work on my craft and become a songwriter, and not just be thrown songs that, oh, you have to sing that, you have to do this, you have to dress like that. I want to be my own artist, and be myself.
Who was your mentor at the time?
Louis.
Louis, okay.
If you call it mentor, but Louis. Oops. Louis was my mentor. Like,
right, okay.
Because they say the word mentor as if to say it's a thing where you're really coached and you speak to this person all day, every day throughout the week and stuff.
Seems like that.
But it was only a thing where I'd only bump into him on a Friday or a Saturday, like Friday at soundcheck and then Saturday on the live show. So it's not a thing of like where he really mentored me, like and stuff like that. And that's little things as well that I'm going into the show thinking they're gonna like train you, like teach you how to proper become an artist and stuff like that. But you're really just there by yourself.
But under all that pressure, Nick, how did you get through all that? Did you have family around you, friends supporting you? Or
I had family. I had family, and a little bit, I do wish that I turned to them a bit more, because I'm a sort of person as well, I keep like a lot of stuff to myself. And I do wish that when I was going through like the proper down times in the show, that I would have called, like maybe rung them a bit more, or like seeked advice. But I was quite a stubborn person in it, and I go in myself if like certain things I don't really like, I just kind of switch off, and I just kind of like rode the wave, because you can kind of tell when your exit's kind of coming anyway. So I just like lasted it out in a sense. Like,
now you've had a few knockbacks in your life, and as we were talking earlier, there are people that they kind of expect things to be easy sometimes, and life isn't like that. And there's some people that they will just give up, or they get depressed. They think, you know, it's not even worth trying anymore. I might as well just retreat and, you know, go into my shell because no one is interested in me. I'm worth nothing, basically. That's what they think of themselves. But how did you tell us about some of the difficult moments you've had and how you got through that and still doing what you're doing today?
Well, I was exactly there, and that's partly the reason why I did take such a break away, because there was a time where I did feel very down, and I did feel, what's the point if I can't do it my way?
Despite knowing that you had such talent, you still felt that way.
And despite even getting like fan mails and stuff, which is very good, like to get and read and stuff, but sometimes when you're in that place, like nothing can really bring you out of that. And I used to feel like if I can't do it my way, what's the point? Like kind of thing. And so there was a time when I just thought, do you know what? I'm not what they want, or I'm not willing to do what they want, so I might as well just throw the towel in a sense. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I knew that music's all I know. Like music's all I can do, and I knew there would be a time where, regardless of whatever status I'm at, I'm still gonna be doing music to the best I can, and writing, and just like even just being in the studio. Like I love being in the studio and little things like that, and any little performances that I do, I love doing like live performances and stuff. So I kind of knew I was going to get back on it, but it had to be.
How did you pull yourself up out of all of that you were feeling?
It's just a thing. I think you have to decide, like, are you gonna just like settle for second best, or are you gonna really go for what it is that you want? And I just knew that, like I say, music is all I know. So if I'm not doing music, then I really don't have a plan B. Like I don't know what it is that I could do. So like I said,
it's important, because what you're saying, and we actually spoke about this on Monday's show about making decisions, that you deciding to do nothing is a decision, and when you don't move, when you're stuck in a place, you actually get worse.
Yeah, that makes you more
depressed. Things don't stay the same, they get worse, because you're in that state for a long time, and then all these things are going through your head, and you actually get worse. So it could be any area of your life. For example, if you're having problems in your marriage, if you just not deal with it and you just leave things as they are, trust me, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. So you need to deal with things, and as you did, you had an option there. Stay as I am, just don't do anything, or pick myself up and keep trying.
Also the critics as well, I wanted to prove them wrong. Like, because I knew that I was very young at the time when I done X Factor, and I knew I had to grow and I had room for improvement. But I felt like I got a lot of like flack from the show, like, and I felt like I didn't get as much respect in a sense, like, and I feel that obviously comes down to editing and whatnot and blah blah blah. So I felt like I just have to prove these critics wrong, that music is what I do, and it's what I'm gonna do, like, and I hate to see people out there just chasing the fame, like, and not really got a love or passion for music, and like that kind of riles me up sometimes, like, and I think, well, nah, if they're doing it and they're making money off it and they're not half as good as me, then.
But they're probably selling themselves out.
They are, and that's
that doesn't bring happiness. I'm sure that a lot of these
not in the
people,
long run.
but they have the instant fame and everything, but inside they're not happy because they're not doing it for the right reasons.
Exactly.
It doesn't last.
And they're not getting all their like rightful rewards. There's someone else that's sponging off you, and that is earning probably twice what you're earning, or like receiving twice what you're receiving. So
oh, I think we can hear Bianca on Skype there. All right, Nick. We're going to go to a quick break, but you're going to join us. You're going to stay with us, because after the break, I'd like to hear more from you about what you're doing now, what your plans are for the future and things like that, and more of the positive stuff. So do join us after this. And if you want to get in touch, you can email Chris at chrissybshow.tv. If there's anything here, for example, that's made you think about your life and you need some advice, please do email me, Chris at chrissybshow.tv. So join us after this.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Okay, welcome back, and we're talking about grabbing opportunities, and I believe we have vocal coach and mentor CC Sammy with us.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hiya, how are you?
I'm very good. First of all, I have to say a huge thank you. I love you guys are about, I have to tell you. And yes, it's all about opportunities. So that's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, brilliant. You're cutting up a little bit. We can't hear you very well. Now, Cece, tell us, how did you get into the music industry and coaching and everything?
You know, when I was young, I was obsessed with Leroy, the pianist. And I loved singing as well. And I happened to be at a place where I was singing and two people heard me. And because they're full of dreams, they actually gave me my first job. And that happened to be Diana Ross, backing singing for her. It was amazing.
So you were doing backing vocals
so
for her?
I did that, which was fantastic. But then my mentors, they were vocal coaches. So I wanted to sort of follow them, so to speak.
Okay, Cece, you're cutting out quite badly.
And that's what I started
We're going to call you back, Cece, because you're cutting out quite badly. I don't think she can hear me. Okay, we're going to call Cece back because she's cutting out quite badly there. But Nick, first of all, tell us, what are you doing now? What are your future plans and goals?
Well, as of now, I'm fully back into my music. Only really from the top of this year, and stuff I've been still writing the previous years and stuff, but as of this year, I'm full-time back into music. And things are slowly starting to pick up and that. So yeah, I'm just in the studio. I'm working on a few singles. Obviously, I got these T-shirts as well that people seem to be loving, all about the music.
Yeah.
So yeah, just getting back on it, starting to gig again, preparing an album, and yeah, I just want to start pushing much music out. I'm getting much better on this YouTube thing as well. Like I'm trying to upload even the odd covers and stuff here and there, and the Twitter, which is Nick D Official. Yeah, just full time back in.
Earlier.
Yeah, so I'm just full time.
Although the Zimmers were tweeting more somehow.
You see, I'm a bit slack. I'm learning it all. I'm trying to get better at it and self-promoting and stuff. It's hard when you're like an independent artist and you've got to fund everything, and there's a lot of waiting as well. So it's a slow process, but it'll be worth it because it'll be how I want it to turn out and what I want to do. So yeah. Okay.
Now, do people still recognise you? Because you have changed your hair since the X Factor.
Yeah, it's
people
mad.
Still recognise you?
It's mad. People still do and obviously they're like the genuine supporters or whatever. It's weird when I do get someone that because like I said, I try to keep myself to myself and I don't really try to play off the whole X Factor thing. So when someone does, it's just good though, because it lets me know that they ain't forgotten, and hopefully they'll buy my stuff when I do release it. So yeah, it's mad.
What advice would you give to budding young artists that are coming on the scene?
Do you don't I still now get people trying to tell me what to do or saying, no, that's not quite right because this person's not doing it or this band's not doing it. But I ain't trying to make music what they're making. I'm trying to make music that I would listen to and I like and love, all of that. So, because it's me that's got to perform it at the end of the day. And if I don't like it, I can't perform it and give it across I know what you mean. I can't sell it. So, yeah, I'll just say, do you, you're the artist, someone ain't gonna tell Picasso what to paint, he'll paint whatever he wants to paint. So same as a musician, you're an artist, you know in your head what's right for you. So just go for it and stay strong, keep pushing.
I don't know if we've got Cece back, do we have her back? Oh, I don't think we're gonna have time for her today, because we're almost out of time, aren't we? 3 minutes, okay, so we'll keep trying Cece, but I'm pretty sure that we're not going to have time for. Maybe we can get on another time on one of the shows, okay? But I really wanted to hear from her as well.
Yeah, it would have been good to hear some tips as well. I'm open to some vocal tips.
We can get her to email you.
Yeah,
man. We've got Cece. Okay, quickly. Oh, Cece, are you there? Cece?
It's because I'm at the airport.
Oh, right, you're about to.
Yes. But
I'm
really happy to be with you guys. You know, the fact that you're all about dreams and encouraging people, that's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Well, we haven't got long left now because we wanted to talk to you a bit earlier as well. But tell us, what advice would you give to young artists that are trying to break onto the scene, and for our Nick here as well?
Okay, great. For everyone that is out there that wants to break, I want to tell you, literally, be you, be brave.
Exactly what you
Don't
said.
be afraid to try things, even if it's really hard. Try all the way, be you, and have a great time. That is what music is about. Music is a universal language.
And how can someone keep themselves grounded and not let it all get to their head?
I would say, having people around you that you talk to, not just about the good things, the bad things, really figuring out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and basically keep, remaining with people that you've known forever, basically, and really enjoying life, not just trying to be, like, oh my gosh, So I would say, please, everyone, just, if you have a dream, you must have a dream. If you can dream it, you can do it. Believe in yourselves, because that is what life is about.
And what about a word for those that are thinking of giving up or not, they can't seem to handle the pressure?
Well,
What advice would you
The
give?
first thing I will say is that everybody, okay, including artists who they know, who they've seen and they love and adore, those people go through hardship just like that, okay?
Yeah.
So what I would say, it's about living, like making sure that you look at yourself in the mirror and you just say, okay, you know what? Today I'm feeling really down, but I'm going to put my feet firmly on the floor and I'm just going to say, I am strong. And obviously, like I said, you're going to have the bad times, but, continue to try over and over and learn about the music that you love. That's all I can say. Honestly, it really does exist. The goodness does exist.
Okay. Well, Cece, thank you so much for joining us. And have a great flight. Are you flying away? Are you meeting someone?
Well, I'm in New York now. I'm off to Los Angeles, and I've got like a bunch of clients.
Oh, well, you're a busy lady. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and all of you have a great time. Okay, enjoy yourselves. Please listen to loads of music, all types.
Okay, thank you.
All about the music.
So, Nick, exactly what you were saying, right? To be true to yourself and to
definitely.
It's all about the music and not everything
Don't
else,
try
all
to
the
be
pressures.
someone else or copy what someone else is doing. Like, just do what you want.
Okay, so you're going to perform for us now, aren't you?
Yes.
So you can take the stage over there.
Thank
you so much. That was brilliant.
Cheers.
Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed today's show, and I certainly learned a lot from our wonderful people that came on today. Well, on Friday, we're going to be having another show all to do with wearing the right colours. So do you know that just by wearing certain colours, it can age you, and then by changing that, it can actually take years off you. So we're going to be showing you all about that on Friday's show. But let's go to Nick right now, and we'll see you again next time on the show. And if you want more information about our guests tonight, you can visit the website chrissybshow.tv. It's been great being with you. Bye-bye for now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, girlie. All the things you do that makes me just want you. Said it's all the things you do. When I first laid eyes on you, you made me feel so good. You look so fresh from head to toe. I approached you real slow and said hello. I got the number to your phone, so I can call you on the phone. Tell you what I wanna do, and hope that girl can feel it too. Yeah. From the minute that I clocked you, I knew I really wanted you. Girl, I knew without hesitation. So I wrote up on you without trying to be rude. I just really wanna have a conversation. Girl, there's something about you. It shows in all the things you do. There's no way you can escape. Girl, I've got to say, all the things you do that makes me want you more and more. Keeps me loving you for sure, girlie. All the things you do that makes me want you to myself. I don't need nobody else. Started slowly just as friends. I took you for shopping trips all day. Then why they got you and I, baby? I made sure that you felt alright. To you all night. I buy you the world, diamonds and pearls. You know you are my girl. From the minute that I clocked you, I knew I really wanted you. So I wrote up on you without trying to be rude. Girl, there's something about you. And there's no way you can escape. Girl, I've got to say, more and more. Oh, all the things you do, baby. And I don't need nobody else, girl. You know that it's all about you. And no matter where you go, I will come to. So just close your eyes, let me kiss your lips, and let me inside. 'Cause girl,